My name is Joel. I'm here with Preston Thompson Guitars. I'm a builder. I do all the final assembly and string up. So pretty much what we try to achieve with our guitars is sticking with a vintage style build with a few modern approaches, and our main focus first and foremost is the sound of the instruments. And with that, we feel like we've designed and created an instrument that has that, but also sticking with the fit and finish. This is a 28 style D. We call this our DEIA. It's East Indian rosewood with an Adirondack spruce top. Herringbone bind, all 28 style appointments, herringbone purfling, Ivoroid bind. This is a Regency torch that we designed. Yeah, so Preston Thompson, he started building these guitars back in 1983. Stepped away from it for a little while, and this version of the company has been going for about 6 years now. We're based in Sisters, Oregon, and yeah, it's been a pretty amazing and wonderful ride for sure. We've been growing as a company in the last 2.5 years. We've doubled in size with the amount of guitars that we're producing and the employees that we have. We mainly use Adirondack spruce tops. We do East Indian rosewood, back and sides, Brazilian rosewood, Madagascar. This is our DMA model, sticking to kind of a D18 style. It has a Honduran back and sides, Honduran mahogany back and sides. Tortoise bind with a black-white perf on the top. We do ebony bridges, ebony fingerboards, and a Macaster ebony peg head overlay. Old 18 style dots. Our neck profile is kind of our modern V. It's a soft V shape, 1 3/4 at the nut, 2 1/4 at the 12th fret, and 2 5/16 string spacing at the bridge. Jason, do you want to talk a little bit about the nitrocellulose finish we're using?
Sure.
Yeah.
My name is Jason. I've been with Preston Thompson Guitars for going on 3 years now, and I've been finishing guitars generally about 14 years, but I came to Preston about 3 years ago, and my mission was to apply the nitrocellulose finish and pretty much troubleshoot all the ins and outs about what goes on with using nitrocellulose finish. And so I do the sunbursts. We have a wide array of sunbursts available, and one of my missions was to pretty much refine the whole process and create an SOP for that. And so we want our finish as thin as possible, and that can be troubling with nitrocellulose. So I spent the last 3 years refining my process, and I think I finally come up with the perfect finish in mine, and some other people will say in their opinion also. But yeah, we like a high gloss finish, but we like our wood to still shine through as much as possible, not getting too much of a build on there that might deaden the sound. Pretty glass-like, but also revealing the ripples in the finish of the natural wood. And our necks are all hand rubbed in their final process. I take the necks down to about 1200 grit sandpaper all by hand and apply a wax after that, which creates a really super smooth finish. And all of our peg heads are a semi-gloss, which is brought to about 3000 grit and polished with a wax. And so it's super shiny, but not completely buffed and shiny. And it's kind of gives it that old world look that we're going for. And the guitar like this will take about 3 weeks to a month in my department to get it to where it is today. And I love working with Preston Thompson Guitars and all the wonderful people there. There's about 10 of us in the shop, and we all love each other, and we are all really happy at making the products we make for Preston Thompson Guitars.
Just to kind of show you guys some of the appointments that we do. Again, sticking to that kind of traditional approach. This is a size 2 all koa back and sides. It's a 42 style, our deluxe package. It has the mitered abalone purfling around the extension and the rosette. The flag of many nations backstrip. As you can see, it's highly figured koa. Some mystic snowflake pattern on the fingerboard, and a classic abalone torch on the headstock with a slotted headstock. Ebony bound with a black-white purfling. And a pyramid ebony drop-in bridge here. It's a beautiful guitar, and the best thing about these instruments is not only do they look wonderful, or we believe they look wonderful, they sound just as wonderful. And I think that's the most exciting thing that we have being a part of them is each one has such a unique voice.